Hey, it's Travis here at The Right Place. Quality of place is essential for any community to be successful from an economic development perspective, from just an overall prosperity perspective. And we at The Right Place were really fortunate this year to be able to successfully apply for the MEDC's Revitalization and Placemaking grant program. This regional grant through The Right Place will support 9 different great placemaking projects. Let's hear directly from some community leaders about these projects throughout West Michigan.
So it's a great use of an underutilized piece of property. There used to be an old derelict building on that piece of land that was demoed as part of a storm drain project that went through the property. So now that there's a storm drain through there, we can't hardly build any buildings on top of it. So we figured a pocket park would make perfect use of it. Kent County Drain Commissioner and I have kind of worked out a plan where we'd put this pocket park there so it could be used for the public where it can't be used for commercial purposes. So one of the nice things about this property is that it's kind of right across the street from one of our main downtown restaurants. We're going to have some outdoor picnic areas. We're going to have a public bathroom. We're going to have some artificial grass that people can kind of lay out a blanket and do a picnic on. It's going to have a little elevated stage area where maybe a 1 or a 2-person band could get out there and play some music for people. Just a great outdoor meeting space for the public.
So the Grand Rapids Public Museum is embarking on an expansion project, the first major expansion since the building was built in the early 1990s. So some of the specifics of this Grand Rapids Public Museum expansion project is to totally change the north lawn, take out the hedges, open that up, have educational opportunities and ways that we can display some of our own artifacts and tell the story of the original people of this place and the industry here. Direct access through universally designed ramps so everyone can have full access to the river, as well as a new school assembly place in the west side that will allow that doubling of our school students from 30,000 to 60,000 students served annually.
The Middleville Amphitheater Art Walk is a project that is designed to take our amphitheater to the next level. In the middle of the pandemic, we were able to construct this structure, but the earthwork and landscaping around it remains unchanged from the natural hill that it once was. And the Amphitheater Art Walk allows us to build level, terraced seating layers that are safer and more accessible for people of all ages and abilities to gather for concerts and performing arts and also just social gatherings of many different types. Because this is a creative, artistic environment, we also wanted to enhance that built environment with something that visually suggests creativity, and that led us to think of sculptures and also some interactive art pieces. Over the last couple years, we've been able to add 1 sculpture each year, but we really want to make this a place where art is alive and vibrant. And so with that in mind, the other portion of the Amphitheater Art Walk will allow our art committee and the community to select a series of sculptures, somewhere between 6 and a dozen sculptures that we can place throughout this area to really foster that creative spirit.
Our project that we applied for is the Easttown Public Safety and Public Art Project. So we really combined a need that the community expressed to us, both of having an area that kind of attracts unwanted behavior from both the business standpoint and our residents. And we thought, how could we provide a barrier but make it beautiful and make it public art and make it something that's welcomed in the district. So I'm standing in front of the alley that we will be addressing, and we will be blocking access to it, but we will be cleaning it up at the same time. And through this grant, we'll be able to do a beautiful piece of art as the gate that will go right here. So Easttown is known for, its murals, its kind of funky vibe, hosting some of the best businesses in the city. So we're excited to be able to add to that and then have that secondary benefit of it being safer.
village of Shelby, Michigan was extremely fortunate to have been named a recipient of the MEDC's RAP grant for the renovation of Getty Park. And this has been due, in the most part, to the efforts of the right place. The Getty Park renovation project will be vital to the economic well-being of the Shelby Village Business District.
1992 being the last time an investment was made in the park, this project will reinvigorate this important public space within our community. Once finished, this park will include a fully accessible playground, splash pad, sports courts, and a pavilion with a fire feature that will greatly enhance the seasonality use of this public space. Because of all of the funding assistance from the MEDC and MDNR, the Village of Shelby can create a one-of-a-kind park for Oceana County and beyond. The opportunities for future events and community programs will be endless once this park is finished.
Well, this outdoor park project is a community center building with a community center park and a band shell for the Scottville Clown Band that's been long-standing, that's been in use for years, has become a little dilapidated, and we're trying to renovate it and bring it back up to today's modern standards and get our community back involved here in Scottville. Pretty exciting. What's going to happen here is we're going to actually renovate this building. We're going to open up this west wall of the building with big glass garage doors, and it'll actually become an indoor-outdoor venue for rental space, community center space, meeting space. And then this park will be renovated. The band shell, that's the existing clown band shell, will be moved to a little bit different location and rebuilt. And it'll be repurposed, and we'll reuse what we can, but we're going to rebuild a lot of it. And then it'll just change the venue completely. It'll allow more space, we're gonna bring in a sculpture, probably right about where we're standing. There's a Scottville sculpture, a local artist is gonna create that. It's an homage to the agricultural roots of the community as well as the Scottville Clown Band. So all of that is gonna be integrated into this space. Super exciting. We're gonna have a lot of community involvement here, and everything that happens in downtown Scottville where the group is gathering, it's gonna happen here.
So basically it's the alley that goes between Fulton and Oaks, in between the arena and those businesses that are on Ionia Street. And we are going to basically rebuild the whole thing. So tear it up, rebuild it. There's currently an existing alleyway behind those buildings. We're going to turn that into a seating area for the various ground floor businesses that are on Ionia, that they'll be able to do outdoor seating in that area. And then the actual access, the vehicular access that still needs to be maintained, will move a little bit to the west to free up that space. This is not just a connection, it's like a place. So you're going to be able to hang out in it. We plan to have some built-in swings that you can sit in and just kind of hang out. We're also planning to have some kiosk in it that we can have vendors in, and then obviously all that outdoor seating that will spill into it.
So in 100 South, which is the alley on the south side of Leadington Avenue, we are hoping to renovate that into a pedestrian space where we can have seating for restaurants, seating for people to hang out, more of a community type situation. In downtown Leadington, we have two highways that intersect our town, so going in the fronts of buildings isn't always the safest or easiest, so most of our parking lots are out back, so those are the entrances to a lot of our businesses. And with the state of the alley now, it is traversing an obstacle course to get into any of those businesses. So it will provide also some ADA access to those businesses. And in doing so, we will also be able to put in some rain gardens, some permeable pavement, and bring in some green elements to that space.
Sparta Town Square Phase 2, we are expanding our retail incubator project, which started with 4 spaces for retailers to start or expand into the market of Sparta. And we're expanding the footprint. So we're adding in a few new spaces that people can rent and start and test the market in Sparta. And we're also expanding the public space. So instead of some kind of abandoned looking parking lot with all the potholes and all the cracks that you can imagine, no lighting, no safety areas for pedestrians to cross, we're expanding and creating public space for people to hang out, access the parking spaces, and to visit the local businesses.
We're really excited about these projects in West Michigan, and we are super excited to see them come to fruition over the next year or so. Stay tuned for updates. We'll keep you posted on how these projects are going.